I've just got a bit of an echo there. Sorry. Hello, welcome, good afternoon, everybody. And I think in South Africa it's afternoon too. So, yeah.
Just one afternoon.
You got the Three Musketeers on the Motley Mix. And yes, a very welcome to you. We're going to have a short and sweet Happy Father's Day to all the dads out there.
Happy Father's Day.
Happy Father's Day to you as well, Andre.
Our Cambodian dad needs to also have Happy Father's Day.
Yeah, and Devon is still fortunate enough to not be in that position.
Not that they know of, no.
No.
Yeah, not that they know of, yeah. Those little anonymous Father's Day messages you get. But yes, welcome. Thank you very much for tuning in, everybody. And for those who are watching the rerun, thank you very much as well. And to get things out and under,
Hit the like.
Please like and subscribe.
Hit the like.
And share. It will be really, very, very much appreciated. So yeah, do like and subscribe to the Motley Mix. Last week we had the girls on and they were doing the hand movements for the Apsara dance. Sorry.
Apsara dance. I don't know, I can't do those things.
Yeah, I'm really close to Egyptian dances.
Yeah. So yes, but we'd like you to like and subscribe. Please view us, please. We need the views. The women kill us when we don't get views, and it's like, wow, look at we've done. So yeah, follow us, please, on the Motley Mix. You've got any good ideas, if you want to come on the show, or if you've got anything that will actually be of any use to us or whatsoever, it will be absolutely fantastic if you would drop us a mail at motleymix2020@gmail.com. Doesn't have to be any specific, it can be anything, ideas, it can be hobbies, it can be just something interesting we want to chat about. You're welcome to come on the show. If you don't want to come on the show, still drop us a mail and a message and let us know what you would like to hear about, what we can talk about. Especially ideas would be great because we kind of
We're struggling with ideas at the moment.
The women seem to come up with ideas and we don't. But then again, I have to say thank you very much to Ina.
Yes.
She did
Thank you very much, Ina.
Research and she's done our slideshow for today and she did our research for today and everything. And because it was Father's Day, we just lay with our asses in the air to actually do this one. So thank you very, very much, Ina. Really appreciate it. Hopefully your PowerPoint brings many views to us as such. Yeah, and also don't forget to follow us on Instagram at _the_Motley_Mix2020. Yolandi does a really, really good job about keeping that up to date as well. And really, really cool. And we also have a Facebook page, Motley Mix. All those numbers, etc.
Yeah, there's a lot of numbers. Just search the Motley Mix on Facebook. You'll find it, and you can watch our videos there.
Like and subscribe. Do not forget to like and subscribe, people.
Yeah.
Really, really important. But otherwise, as I said, today is a very short Father's Day one, and you bunch of bananas out there don't watch more than half an hour anyway, so we're going to keep it to a half an hour as such, and hopefully get a little bit of chatting done. Hopefully get some chatting done because I am really congested at the moment. So yeah, I cannot do this horse race too ethically as such. But without further ado, let's take a look. We looked at three today, three pretty awesome landmarks in Cambodia as such. And it's in Phnom Penh, obviously. We haven't done like Angkor Wat, which we want to do as soon as we can go to Siem Reap, but situations in Cambodia are such that we're still stuck at home. Well, some of us are stuck at home, the rest of us have to go to work. So we have limited traveling, and I think restaurants are still open.
Yeah, restaurants are open.
They were, but it might be closed now with the newest update.
With the new rules.
Yeah, I think there's quite a bit of wash on there again. I know we can't travel between provinces without going into quarantines and things to that effect. So very, very difficult to suit on out again. But still, we have some really great places to to tell you about it, to talk about it. Here we go. So the first one actually that we want to talk about is
Now we're cutting.
a very prominent building. Okay.
Dangerously close here.
So what we're going to do is do this, and Niels is going to tell you about the
Yes, it's gonna do it.
Okay. One of the most prominent buildings and most modern buildings and a very, very prominent landmark in Phnom Penh in Cambodia is the Vatanak Tower. And as you can see, here is this building here is the Vatanak Tower. This is the rest of Phnom Penh. Around it, there's the river over there on that side over there. But yes, out of all the places, it was a very, very prominent, and it was the tallest, but it's not the tallest anymore, I don't think.
Yeah, I'm not sure if there is currently a building that is taller. I think there might be buildings now that is higher. The golden building that they're still busy constructing.
Oh, that big one on Maribong
Might
Boulevard.
be higher than the tower.
But that's only 29 floors. Well, our building here next door is 30, and the one next door is 32.
Yeah, but this is 186 meters. So it's a fairly tall.
That's nice.
Really decent building as such. So the Vatanak Capital Tower in Phnom Penh in Cambodia is built in it. Take a look at the shape. As you see, it actually starts over here. It's got a little bit of a
Mall
boom
kind of a thing.
mall over there. There's its entrance. Yes, the main road over here. I think it's Maribong.
Yeah, that's Maribong Boulevard. Yeah.
Boulevard. And then then the tower goes up, and then it's got this like little dippy on the outside over there.
That's for the skyboard, if I'm not mistaken, right?
Yeah, I think so. Very unaffordable skyline.
Yeah.
Right, so we take a look at Vatanak Tower, and according to Chinese mythology, there we can see the Vatanak Tower again in all its glory, and then you also see that in time, if we take a look previously, you can't really see next to it there, but there is building, and then the rest of Phnom Penh as well. But there's the shape again, not so shiny. But according to Chinese mythology, dragons hold audiences, like some little meetings and that in gatherings in large glass palaces in the bottom of the ocean. And although it is built on land, the Vatanak Tower poses as a metaphorical incarnation of this legend, with its curved form evoking the mythical animal's backbone and encased in a sheath of glass scales. So basically what happened is the Vatanak Tower itself, as it is built there, and I remember it being on the news when I was in SA when it was built and it was opened. This is actually to simulate, what did they say, a metamorphically incarnation of the back of a dragon, if I'm not mistaken, with the scales and everything, and there's this little horn, and it's sort of like going into the tail, so going to go and have its audience at the bottom of the ocean in a glass palace or whatever. But yeah, the whole thing was actually representing the back part and the scale of a dragon. And I quite remember on the news when they were actually opening it, and I was in South Africa, and they were saying, this is like, the most modern, biggest, most wonderful tower built in Cambodia, and it has this likeness, and it was specifically built. And then you can see on the back and on the sides, it actually looks like scales along there. It's specifically built like that as such. Excuse me, nobody else is talking, so I'm going to try and It's a symbol of prosperity in Asia, definitely. This is the entrance. It actually comes down to here. There's that top part of it, and here's the entrance. Here's Maribong Boulevard, and this is the entrance. It is, I must say, a magnificent building in awe. It's huge and magnificent. But what it says is it's prosperity. It's a symbol of prosperity in Asia. The dragon, in this called Vatanak capital, it cannot be missed in the Cambodian capital of Phnom Penh, which, despite its name meaning hill of the temple, which is Phnom Penh as far as I know, it means hill of the temple, not Vatanak. It is a low horizontal city. It's not a very, it's not like Dallas. Is a smaller city. I mean, Dallas is smaller than Johannesburg, but it is far higher. So it is also a very low horizontal city, Phnom Penh. This physiognomy is being gradually changed by the property boom. So yes, we are starting to get more high-rise buildings, and especially with, I think, Chinese investment and things to that effect.
There's a lot of skyscrapers coming in now.
It's just currently that we see a lot built, but not many finished at the moment. They're sort of like standing still. And there was also one in Street 105 that is just a shell of a skyscraper because they built the whole thing all skew. It's like standing like this, and
like the Leaning Tower of Phnom Penh.
This thing is dangerous. So instead of bringing it down or anything, they just left it. Bam. It looks like the Bronx in the middle of town. But anyway, I don't know what they're going to do about it, but it's an eyesore and it's a danger as well. But yeah, so the property boom, with constructions getting taller, although not to the extent of the solitary Vatanak capital that dominates the urban skyline with its 188 meters and 29 floors. So it still remains one of, if not the tallest building in Phnom Penh still. So it was actually built in magnificence. Here you can see how the glass actually slips over each other to actually form like scales for the
dragon's tail.
Yeah, well, the whole building up the side has got scales and scales and scales down there. Very, very exclusive place and building as well.
Yeah.
And then if you can take a look a little bit closer onto the windows and that, the traditional features to connect it to the legend of the dragon, they printed art patterns called Naga on its windows. And these little art is like Naga art. These little things over there printed onto the glass windows to bring it closer. And there, once again, as you can see, everything is folded like a scale. This is I think part of that top mall on top of it as such. There it is in all its awesome glory.
Right at the bottom now.
What's this?
Yes, the patterns.
Oh yeah, there you can see the patterns on it, on that mall area over there. The Vatanak capitalism is a mixed-use building. So it's not a specific building, it's mixed use. It combines offices, major brand shops, luxury hotel.
Very luxury.
Look, Vatanak is luxury on its own, and we'll talk a little bit more about that now as well. It is also a dual building. It's made up of a tower with 9-story buildings, housing, cinemas, fitness center, medical center, and its lower parts together with Esplanade. This layout makes it easier for the tower to connect with the city.
Yeah.
I didn't know there was a cinema actually in there.
I also don't know that. We must go there when we are allowed to go to cinemas again.
I don't know if we could afford to go to that cinema.
No, maybe it's a legend or
Well, remember
a something cinema.
The one time I went into the mall, nothing in there is standard. There's a furniture shop. It is a Bentley furniture shop.
You see there? Bentley furniture shop.
A Bentley couch.
Yeah, imagine having a Bentley couch.
That must be dope. I've only been in there once, but it was because I was lost and I didn't know where I was. So I just walked in. I thought it's a mall. It's like, no, the mall is like downstairs. And everything was still closed.
This mall looks affordable. Let's walk in there.
No, that was not the case.
Yeah, no. It is definitely not affordable. You've been up there already to Asia or something.
Yeah, we went in there to Asia to range from markets.
So what happened? Did you just walk in? Is it like all open there, and you just like?
So pretty much it's a lobby when you walk in, like ones you'll typically see in the movies that takes place in Manhattan. So it's this lobby, security very professional. You walk through a metal detector, and then you sign in at the front desk. So you sign in, you say which office you're visiting, which building or which part of the building you'll be visiting, and they actually give you a clearance card or a visitor security card for your visit to your specific floor. So I think we went to the 9th floor, which wasn't very high up. So we got a card, and once you get to the elevator, you scan your card before you go into or get up to the elevator. You call the elevator. And once you're inside, you scan your card and goes to your floor. There is no selection buttons on the floors. There is nothing like that. You can select ground, and that's it. The rest of the time, you scan your card and it takes you to your specific floor. So if the floor you sign into, that's where you go. You're not. You
So
can't just
you can't go just
down
stop at any floor, yeah.
Yeah.
Another very cool thing about the Vatanak Tower, as you can see in the picture here, are the lights going down the scales.
Yeah.
When they light that up, it looks
It's really
beautiful.
dark.
This isn't dark yet, but yeah, you see
when it's lit up.
it makes
Oh,
all different colors across there. Yeah.
And usually with New Year, they've got the countdown on it. The lights can actually, they pre-program the lights and they can actually let messages flash over it and they do the countdown for New Year. And it says Happy New Year.
Although its architecture is very Asian and Cambodian-wise, or say Asian-wise put together, the internal workings is very Western. Yeah.
Super Western.
I mean, you don't have a bamboo shop, you have a Bentley furniture shop inside, things like that, and most of it would be Western. It's but very sort of type exclusive. And we wanted to go to the Sky Bar the one time. Just off the cuff, we thought, oh, well, let's go and have a drink. We'll get out. Luckily, we phoned.
Yeah.
We realized, you know what, we're dabbling in something that's just above our pay grade here. And I mean, I haven't worn
long pants
ever in Cambodia, other than going to work and back. I don't wear long pants. It's too hot. You cannot wear long pants in this place. It's just like not on. Sky Bar, no, you are not allowed to wear slops. You have to wear closed shoes. You have to wear longs. You may not wear shorts at all. I think a button shirt.
Yeah, a collared shirt. No t-shirt.
A collared shirt.
I think you can do like a polo shirt, but it shouldn't be a t-shirt.
Yeah.
Okay, so are we allowed to come? We had her on the phone, like we asked the lady, are we allowed to come in shorts and flip-flops? No, sir, you cannot do that. Like, okay, sorry, I did not know. That's why I'm phoning to find out.
So yeah, one day when we've got savings and we're feeling rather lonely, and we will go to the Vatanak Sky Bar. Because
we'll go there just to stare at the menu.
We looked at the menu for beers. I think a beer is about $10.
Yeah, it was extremely high.
Give you a general idea. If you buy a can of beer in town, it's 50 cents. If you're paying quite well for a beer, or decently in a restaurant, it can be $1, $1.50 for a beer. If you're paying for a beer in an expensive restaurant, you can be paying $2.50, $3 for a beer.
Yeah, $3.50 is usually you end up with a pretty decent craft beer.
Now, if you go to the Vatanak Tower for a normal beer, it's $10. Cross that over into rands, it's 150 rand for a beer.
Roughly.
Watch the South African audience just go, wow.
Yeah, and that is beers. Usually you don't get a lady to drink a beer. They would prefer a cocktail.
Which is
cocktails were ranging from $12 to $24 a cocktail. So
eyeball.
You're looking at about 300 rand for a cocktail.
Not that night. We did not have the money.
Needless to say, we have not been to the Sky Bar in the Vatanak Tower. But we do promise to actually shoot it when we do go. If we go, we shall make a video and take photos. Because that's about the only time you're going to see that. Because after that, we can't afford it again.
I know there's also a very Lani restaurant at the top, very, very fancy.
I really didn't know there was a cinema in there. But then again, I'm afraid to actually go near it, just in case they charge me for standing close to that tower.
The next one.
Next one, this is actually down the drag from us. We actually go around this circle every single day. And there's a very, very unique monument there that you don't easily see unless you actually pay attention. And in the middle of the circle, this is in the middle of a traffic circle, is the monument of the Twisted Gun. Here we go. Andy said, let's get to that quickly before we go to Twisted Gun. Yeah, Andy says the Knights, The nights on the Vatanak building is absolutely gorgeous.
Yeah, with all those lights that light up and stuff.
Yeah.
It's
We,
insane.
we used to have a brilliant view from our apartment of it. Unfortunately, they started to build another building and then it's completely
Now it's-
ruined our view.
Your view.
As we said, skyscrapers are going up here.
Yeah.
But anyway, there's this absolutely stunning monument or statue of the twisted gun. And it's actually quite interesting because it is a reminder of peace and
Overcoming of difficult times.
of war
Let's
times
say that,
and things
yeah.
like that. Very neat and put
I think
together
that's
there.
why the gun actually has a twist in it. Is
The end
There's
of
a
the
twist in the
violence.
tail. But that in its own, let's tell you a little bit more about it while we're talking about it there. Very nicely sculpted. You can sort of see the traffic circle, and the gardens are that nice
There's
around.
your bridge in the background.
Yeah, we drive over
That bridge.
that bridge over there every single day. We come in to go to school and we go back over there. Well, these days nobody else but me comes over there to go to school and go back because every other Phnom is sitting at home. But yeah,
You can't help that.
Jealousy makes you nasty.
congests me. Okay, but yeah, it's called the Twisted Gun, and it has a clear, non-violent message, as you can see naturally. The barrel is tied up in a big knot, so obviously the weapon could not possibly be used. That's why it's put as a non-violent. It's portraying the non-violent message that I was looking for. With Cambodia's violent past, we know with the genocide and everything, the Khmer Rouge and the war. It's a powerful symbol of a peaceful country and a peaceful future for its people. Cambodia in general, I must say, is not a warmongering country. So it's not a country that is ready to go to war or wants to have war or anything like that at all. So it's a powerful symbol of a peaceful country and a peaceful future for its people. Now, yes, the interesting part, and this is why I actually wanted to do this one, because I've heard about this as well. The sculpture was made from thousands of guns that had been melted down. Hundreds of them were from the old Khmer Rouge weapons, and hundreds more came from people that voluntarily handed in their illegal guns. And so this is actually from the weapons that they collected from the Khmer Rouge, and that was used in the war and the battle and the genocide and all the violence and that, and they actually melted down the weapons. So this statue is actually made from the weapons that were
used.
that caused the tragedy of the past, and it was made into a statue of peace. So this happened after the appeal from the Prime Minister and City Governor, who had the knotted gun idea in 1997, and when the Civil War was finally over, the sculpture was opened to the public in May 1998.
Aha! I'm a year older than the gun.
I think it was on my third job around about then.
At least on my way to fly.
So yeah, really good. We don't have much more on it than that. And when we do tune on there, as I say, we pass by every single day. We will tune
I
out
see
to it.
here in the base of it. There's also like
It's
like
where they
what do they call it?
sculpting
Sculpting,
Yeah.
sculpting in the sides there.
on the side as well as
Similar to what they do at the temple.
Yeah, it looks like people have laid down their arms and their
guns,
guns and their weapon and everything.
That's very cool.
Okay,
Okay.
and our final destination.
I've got a funny story.
Everyone's got some talking to do on this one there.
Okay, so this is the Phnom Penh Independence Monument. So the first time, my friend and I, we were walking around. We didn't know what's what.
No, that's what not.
No. We didn't know what's what. So we were walking around and we saw this big thing. We saw the stairs going to the top at night. I'm like, oh, this looks so cool. I wonder how it will look to take a photo from up there. So we asked, there's military guys all over. We asked them, can we go in there? We point, we walk. The guy doesn't understand this, but he says yes. So here's us climbing over those railings, climbing all the way to the top,
When it gets shot.
standing there a little while. The next moment, there's a kid guard comes chasing us saying, "Get out! Get out! Get out!" That was the quickest that we ran for our lives ever.
I was about to say, you want to get shot, you don't walk anywhere military over here.
But yeah, that's the funny story. Andre, back to you.
They took a woman out of a suitcase the other day out of the river.
Yeah, I know.
The story was her husband chopped her up, but I think she had a YouTube channel. No,
Climbed over the railing.
she climbed over railings, yeah. Yeah.
So yeah.
But a beautiful statue, as you can see, this is the Arthur Monument. Now I'm getting mixed up between statue and monument. As you can see in the day, it's lines and at night. Now let's get to it. Well, the Independent Monument, or a Vermeer Ek Riek, is referred to as it is referred to in Khmer, is a majestic structure that dominates Phnom Penh city centre. That's right about the city centre. We've been around it a couple of times as well. I think it's Norodom that runs.
That's Norodom Boulevard that goes
That's
into there.
And around it also has a beautiful, and these gardens are really actually kept clean. As far as the rest of the city, I cannot comment, but the gardens are really kept clean and beautiful over there. It's very placid, and you'll see in all promotional movie videos and things that they want to promote Phnom Penh. You'll actually see these beautiful gardens in these places. They will never show you the side street with the garbage bags lying in it. But yeah, it's a majestic structure that dominates Phnom Penh city centre. The Independence Monument was primarily erected to mark the liberation of the country from the French, who ruled Cambodia for almost a century, from 1863 to 1953. So there was no American, Vietnamese, British involvement in this. It was French. That's why all the bread is so sweet over here. But yeah, so there's a lot of French influence, and if you're coming over to Cambodia, to Phnom Penh, if you can't speak Khmer, your next language is usually French, which does happen to help, but although most people can get by in English. Funnily enough, your schools here, especially international schools, run English. There is very little French.
There's like one French institute that I know about.
Yeah, and that's
about it.
I think there's the Friendship Hospital or something like that.
I think in university they focus quite a bit on French because especially in the medical direction they actually use that for the medical terms. They use French and terminology instead of English.
Yeah, our vet, our dog's vet is French. He had to study French. But yeah, so quite interesting that up to 1953, for about a century, Cambodia was under French rule. And it's almost how the whole thing, I mean, you need to go back into a little bit of history again, but I mean, in the Vietnam times, etc., it was the French who did a little bit of twisting in that. And then old Ho Chi Minh from Vietnam actually did a bit of negotiating with the French to actually move out. But yeah, I don't know much about that. I don't have my eyes dotted and my T's crossed on that one, so I'm not going to go into it. But yeah, built in 1958 and inaugurated in 1962 during the regime of Sangum Riast.
I think.
Thank you. Sounds good to me. This monument also serves as a proud testament to commemorate the people who sacrificed their lives for the welfare of the country. The monument is captivating for its cool, serene atmosphere, which in turn makes it a much sought-after destination. So yes, it's one of those that when you actually come through to Cambodia, you got to get to see it. It's not something that you'll spend a day in, but I mean, if you're going to spend a day, you probably want to take a look at that. The Vatanak Tower, you'd go to the Twisted Gun, you'd go to Wat Nom. There's a couple of places. We will cover a few more as we go because we actually quite like learning about these things ourselves, or these places ourselves as we go. And as I said, the problem that we do experience currently is that we are not allowed to move around very easily. So that is why we aren't physically getting to these places. Like we used to do previously, we used to be able to go to Wat Nom, and we did Wat Nom with you, and we showed you everything there. Yeah. And I think we did Phnom Penh Safari.
Yes, we did do that.
But we could go there, we could show you there. We did do udon at once, but I think we need to do udon again. And
Ongkadong.
it's ongkadong. But we first got to go to orangutan,
Yeah,
Phnom
Phnom Penh.
Nom Tomao. But also all of these places we
Next week.
cannot get to at the moment. But yes, so it serves as a proud testament to commemorate the people who sacrificed their lives for the welfare of the country. The monument is captivating for its cool, serene atmosphere, which in turn makes it a much sought after place. I'm sorry, I've already covered that. Look how beautiful that looks, and it does look that stunning, guys.
Yeah,
I
yes.
must admit, you know what, standing from this garden side, it is that stunning, and they do keep it that clean. So it is absolutely beautiful. A stunning illustration of traditional Angkorean architecture. Independent monument was designed by Van Moliban, a distinguished Cambodian architect, in the model of a lotus. It's the lotus flower that, I don't know, what is it, a peace or fertility flower or something?
I'm not sure what it is.
The lotus flower, I think it's a peace
I
flower.
think it's got to do with peace.
I think lotus is to do with
But I
peace.
think in,
Or a piece of some, no, it's a
I
peace
think
flower.
it's got different meanings in Buddhist and
But I think it's got,
Islamic religions.
yeah, but this is more Buddhist,
Yeah.
because, I mean, by the temples and that also do the lotus flower, and that's why it is. I think that's got a lot to do with peace. And these are the things that we actually want to take a look at a little bit more as well. We want to take a look at the lions, five-headed snakes, the lotus flower, seven-headed snakes, the lotus flower, all of those things we'd like to get the meanings in that about, and then also get to chat to you about that. But yes, it is Cambodian architect in the model of a lotus that largely takes over stupas seen in Angkorian Wat. Okay, stupas.
Niels.
Stupas. Niels likes
Niels
to tell us
knows about them.
stupas.
So stuptas is the Buddhist equivalent of grave. It's not necessarily that the person will be buried in there. Sometimes only the ashes is put in there, but it's similar to a gravestone. It is a little shrine in remembrance of the specific person, or I think in many cases in Buddhist culture, it's the whole family goes into the same stupa, or they have a main stupa and smaller little stupas around.
Okay, so it looks like that though. They're all in a similar type of.
Yeah,
Yes.
in a very similar fashion.
So yeah, although it has done an architectural swing on it, it is in the it takes after what a stupa and Angkorian Wat. Angkorian Wat is usually a temple, something.
Yeah.
Like,
There's
that's why Angkor Wat is your biggest. It's actually Angkor Wat's actually the 8th one that we do.
Yeah.
And we can't wait to get to Siem to tell you that. We've been wanting to go since December. We had to cancel. Then for my New Year, we had to cancel. We weren't allowed to travel. So we're all ready to put on our Indiana Jones hats and find our Angelina Jolies and take them with us. But yeah, perhaps the salient characteristics of this 20-meter tall reddish brown stone memorial is the multi-headed snake that titillate the 5 levels of the lotus bud. And these are the 5 levels over here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Those over there is what it's talking about. Its intricate design are best highlighted in the late afternoon as the shadows creep across the floors. Yeah, when you actually get the sun and the actual shading of it on there is absolutely magnificent. Talking about magnificent, it really, really stands out at night. Nevertheless, a real visual treat is at night when the monument, as well as its surrounding, including the fountains surrounded, as you can see there, by fountains, is illuminated by blue, red, and white floodlights. And it is the color embodying the Cambodian flag. Cambodia's colors, blue, red, and white. Actually pretty cool colors. I like blue, red, and white, although I don't like the white t-shirts and red t-shirts. Dark blue. Those are nice colors. My earphones have got red and blue.
Yeah.
The ones I'm getting.
Blue.
Yeah,
Blue.
We'll get the blue for you. Your PC is blue. We'll get blue for you.
Anyway, we won't go off. Every year, the Independence Monument becomes the center of activities during national festivities, such as a very important National Independence Day and Constitution Day, falling on the 9th of November and 24th of September, respectively.
We have done a stream on the Independence Day. So if you want to know more about that, you can always go back and watch that stream, because we go into great detail there, explaining everything possible that we could about that specific head.
We might cover it again now that we know a little more and
Yeah.
maybe read a book or two about it, etc., etc. Well, you've been doing quite a bit of reading. I know your gaming has been suffering here. I'm kidding. You might read.
Yeah, they must read.
Anyway, yeah, he doesn't even read to his students. He plays movies to them.
Yo, that's a low blow.
I'm kidding.
Reads the instructions on his microwave meals.
No, I just put them in.
Yeah, that's why he's blown up the microwave.
That was in South Africa, not in Cambodia.
Okay, but yeah, we might cover another one on it when we get around about 24th of September, 9th of November. 24th September is Constitution Day, right?
Yes.
Yeah. But
Friday.
honestly, I don't think this picture can do it justice. You should be there. The weather is warm. It is always warm out here and pretty much always clear. It is absolutely beautiful. Lastly, the ceremonial flame is ignited by a royal official in the monument's interior plinth. Marks the beginning of the spellbinding national celebrations. Yeah, I think that is King himself.
Yes.
Yes, that is the king.
Yeah, there we go. I think that's King himself. That is lighting the official flame, the ceremonial flame. War heroes are venerated on this special occasion by placing floral wreaths on the monument stairs. Something similar like in South Africa and the UK and that, where they have, US as well, memorial days and be laying wreaths at the memorial. So they lay their wreaths on the monument stairs. On the eastern part of the monument, towards Sihanouk Boulevard, is a well-laid open park. Now, we saw that park in the previous slide.
There.
Excuse me, guys, I am not my best today. Right. It is a well-laid open park, as you can see there. And it's perfect to indulge in a variety of activities. People go jogging along there, walking, just savoring the cool breezes. Not that there's cool breezes here, but when it's not 35, then it's cool. You can find the independent monument in the center of the roundabout at the intersection of Sihanouk and Norodom, which is two main roads. You know that's the only way somebody once said to me. So you need to know Norodom, Monivong, Sihanouk, and
Russian.
I don't know. The
Russian
other one.
Federation.
All right, I think
That's the one that goes to the
but anyway, and if you know those four, you can navigate yourself. So Independent Monument is just a few blocks from key landmarks of the city, such as Wat Nom, the Royal Palace, and Sisawat. Which we'll cover for you as well. I don't know how deeply we covered Wat Nom last time, but the Royal Palace we still want to cover as well. And Sisawat Key is something that we also only just found out while looking through this as well. So we'll probably in some of
our streams, not the girls' streams. We'll
the
talk
girls
about
leave
those
them
ones.
to bumping and grinding, and we'll talk about the places that we'll talk about. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is what we call a wrap up of the place. Yeah. The nice thing, also the interesting thing about the monument, the Independent Monument, is it stood the time through the Khmer Rouge as well, because I mean it was in 1958.
Yeah, both in
1958, yeah, and opened in 1962, and the Khmer Rouge was about in the 70s to
79.
yeah, somewhere around there. So, yeah, it actually stood through there as well. So it is an independent monument. It's the independence, marks the independence from France.
Yeah.
But yeah, we'd like to cover a couple of things. I mean, there's a nice couple of subjects we'd like to look at. I don't know if you know about the rats that actually smell out the landmines and unexploded bombs and things. We'd like to cover a few things like that. So, I hope you're writing down these ideas because once again, thank you very much. Those beautiful slides and the slide showing information. We've got to be able to say thank you very much.
Yeah, thank you very much, Ina.
Very, very much. Appreciate it.
So 2 weeks from now, we're going to be again like, oh, Okay, what are we talking about, boys?
Probably tell her before 2 weeks. But we can always ask you to
Hit the thumb.
like and subscribe. Most definitely so. Please like and subscribe. Thank you very, very much for watching. And yeah, one day when we can actually afford it and we're not feeling as congested as what we are, and we will do the Cambodian beer.
Yeah.
Different kinds of beer.
When we're off on the Monday.
Yeah, when we're off on the Monday. Mind you two are off tomorrow.
No, we're not.
We're working. I have 5 classes to do.
I think I've got 4 tomorrow.
Guys, thank you very much for tuning in. Take care. Look after yourselves.
Cool. Cheerios.
Take care. Be good. If you can't be good, we've got one more comment.
Next one.
Next time.
Aish.
Oh.
There we go. And you got great love from South Africa.
Okay.
Guys, take care. Have a good one. Have a blessed day. And an absolutely super blessed Father's Day to all the fathers out there. Take care. Be good. If you can't be good, Niels. We'll leave it at that. Find out next week if Niels. No, I'm kidding. I don't have to worry about that. Have a good one, guys. Take care.
Cheers.
Cheers.